Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
From the beach to the bay and everywhere in between, this is the Outdoors Delmarva Best of Summer 2024 special.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. And you know, Jason, I'm really sad because summer is over.
I'm heartbroken about it too, but now you can indulge in all things pumpkin spice and not feel guilty about it.
Oh, that's true, because you know, pumpkin spice makes everything better.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, knock yourself out. Oh, what is that?
Pumpkin spice, duh.
You have got to be kidding me.
See, that's better.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
This is the Outdoors Delmarva Best of the Summer special, and we're going to show you a few montages of some of our favorite memories from over the last few months.
And we'll begin with summertime traditions that speak to the kid in all of us.
The very first Delaware State Fair was held in July of 1920. According to Delaware Archives, it was in January of that same year that the Kent and Sussex County Fair Association was organized for the purposes of promoting and encouraging agriculture while providing a break from the daily grind for people in rural communities. Along with rides, games, and food, the fair provides educational exhibits, demonstrations, and competitions aimed at boosting the growth of the livestock, horticultural, and agricultural heritage of the first state. The Delaware State Fair's continued mission focuses on preservation of the past, promotion of the present, and education in the future.
For more than a century, carnivals across Delmarva have provided not only summertime entertainment for families, but a much-needed source of extra money for local organizations. And when it comes to the big carnivals each summer, those organizations are fire companies. The Hebron Firemen's Carnival started in 1926. The site of the carnival was once home to revival services where locals would gather each summer, with some living on the grounds for 2 weeks. The fire department purchased the campgrounds in 1936 and became the permanent home for those famous oyster sandwiches, bingo, and rides designed to entertain the entire family.
The funds raised by these firemen's carnivals are used to supplement state funds. Even though most fire companies are staffed by volunteers, annual training, vehicle purchases, and maintenance, and safety equipment aren't getting any cheaper. So the money raised each summer is crucial to their success and sustainability. The Sharptown Firemen's Carnival has made quite a few improvements to the carnival grounds in recent years, but still holds on to the heritage that started 97 years ago.
And with our local carnivals occurring at different times during the summer, you don't have to make a choice as to which one you go to. By going to them all, not only will you make new memories while rekindling old ones, but you'll be helping out your community, and in the end, that's what it's all about.
And just like that, I'm already missing the cotton candy and the Ferris wheel.
Well, thankfully, the fairs and carnivals will be back, as will we when the Outdoors Delmarva Best of the Summer special returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
It's getting harder and harder to keep the minds and bodies of kids engaged during the summer.
So I'm sure that I join in with the thousands of parental voices out there when I say, thank God for the summer camps.
Camp Barnes is nestled between Miller Creek and Assawoman Wildlife Area in Frankfort. Jeff Hudson shared with us the keys to the camp's longevity and the cultural impact it has on the community.
Opened up our 75th year this year. 80 to 85 kids this week, and we've had beautiful weather so far. Not too hot, but good, and the kids are just having a great time.
Tell us a little bit about what Camp Barnes means to the community as a whole.
It tells a tale when you walk into a store and you talk to someone, or you're wearing a Camp Barnes t-shirt and they say, I went to Camp Barnes back in the 60s and 70s, and it just meant so much to us. And then you make a Facebook post and they say, I went there 50 years ago or 40 years ago. It's kind of a staple in the community. And what we try to hang our hat on is we're still free to kids. So it's no charge to kids or parents, and they just have a great time while they're down here.
To really understand what summer camps mean to the children of Delmarva, you need only ask what their favorite thing about camp is, because there's a good chance that if you ever went to summer camp, you have that story too.
And tell me how that works. So basically, we go to this campfire, which is back over in the woods over there. And what we'll do is we'll sit around the campfire and we'll perform, and there's also cabin skits that we make in our cabin, so we'll perform those. And at the end of the campfire, or towards the end, we'll do a scary story, which there's an option to go into the rec hall over there for people who don't want to hear the scary story.
You've got one of your camps going on right now. Kind of tell us about what's happening today.
Okay, what we're doing today is actually what we call our ultimate youth adventure. We do fishing in the morning, and then we do BB guns, archery, 22 rifles. We typically have 20 to 25 kids per camp. This particular camp, we kind of went a little over that. We've got closer to 30 today. But what we do is try to get them in an outdoor experience.
Tell us a little bit about Schrader's Outdoors for those of us that don't know about Schrader.
If it's an outdoor shooting sport, we do it.
And I heard that you said that you're open 7 days a week.
7 days a week. We close for Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
Schrader's Outdoors in Henderson, Maryland is known by outdoor sporting enthusiasts across the region due to their diverse list of hunting packages and target shooting activities.
But what you might not know is that Schrader's Outdoors is home to several summer youth camps. These camps focus on introductions to shooting sports, safety, and being good stewards of the land through conservation.
Schrader's Outdoors, Camp Barnes, and others are doing their part in preserving the traditions of being outdoors during the summer, and we're honored to help share their stories.
If you're a parent of a camp-aged child, make sure that you get them signed up for camp next year as soon as you can, because camp spots go faster than a Delmarva summer.
The Outdoors Delmarva Best of the Summer special returns right after these messages.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
One of the staples of summertime activities on Delmarva is, of course, fishing.
And there was no bigger ambassador of fishing than Scorchy Taws.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
When we had fished a couple of hours without catching a trout, Dick Szymanski of Ocean City jokingly remarked that his reputation was going to be ruined. I seriously replied, "You've got the right guy with you to do it." Dick and I left Elliott's Marina earlier in the morning on Tuesday to sample the trout fishing off Ocean City's South Jetty. Dick had warned me trout fishing had dropped off drastically the 2 previous days, but that he and his wife Bobby had picked up several lunker flounder. I had been dying to catch a lunker flounder all year, but as it turned out, I had to settle for netting one. We were baiting with live spot, a fish that is a filet mignon for most any fish that is larger. And when we weren't getting any strikes, we came to the conclusion there weren't any trout in the area. We no sooner came to that conclusion than the anglers next door came up with a whopper. As it turned out, this was the only one we saw landed in 5 hours of fishing. However, there was no shortage of bluefish. When they weren't inhaling our spot, they were bisecting them. Anyhow, like I've said hundreds of times before, if you measure your fishing day by the number and kind of fish caught, give it up. As far as I was concerned, it was a great day. And from the very beginning, I considered Dick Szymanski a great host. Later, I changed that to super host when he twisted my arm and made me take that lunker flounder home.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is sponsored by Shorts Marine. Online at shortsmarine.com.
We're going to flip through the photo album and take a look at a few of our favorite photos that you've sent us from over the summer.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Did you know that the Nanticoke River was explored by famed Captain John Smith in the early 17th century?
Did you know that the Nanticoke River is home to more than half of all Chesapeake wetlands?
And did you know that the Nanticoke has around 1,300 farms situated along its 60-mile stretch?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Part of all summertime adventures is your journey to your destination.
So we couldn't leave out all the fun ways of getting you to where you're going.
Everybody's in great spirits, everybody's having a great time. Obviously right now, the main objective is to get through the mud course.
Which just got a healthy dosing of water.
Yes, it did. It did.
The enthusiasm behind this and just the whole day really seems to be catching across Delmarva and from other states. Seeing a lot of folks from Pennsylvania here.
Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Virginia. We've had people out from Kentucky yesterday. So it is catching on. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's coming out. Just check it out and see what it's all about.
Let's talk about this a little bit. Camp Barnes race.
Yep, biggest fundraiser. We have 3 during the year, but we really rely on this one as our largest.
And it's in Georgetown Speedway. There's plenty of crowd here tonight already. The gates just opened up and there's plenty of people here. A lot of people supporting.
Everyone supports the race. It's we get drivers from the Mid-Atlantic all over and our local drivers. And hopefully when the sun goes down, more people will come out and enjoy the race tonight. These fundraisers and the support allow the child and their family no charge to the camp.
No charge, and that's got to be an awesome thing for parents that they want to send their kids to camps, but maybe can't afford it. Camp Barnes is free.
Currently, we are in Crisfield, Maryland. This is actually our 4th year up here in Crisfield, Maryland, hosting the RC event. It's Misunderstood Drag Race 757 LBR Point Series. And Crisfield is a place that has really embraced us, has really given us the opportunity to showcase what it is we do in the radio control world in regards to drag racing in 132 feet. Just a nice relaxed atmosphere, having a little fun with some RC cars, and the people have been really awesome, the food has been awesome, and the hospitality has just been unmatched. So that's why we really appreciate having the opportunity to come to Crisfield.
tell us what we're on today.
So today we are on both Yamaha watercraft. You know, of course, I know that you have more experience than me, so I put you on the supercharged one. And I'm on the small fun machines that kind of remind me of back in the day. They're a little smaller, similar we were used to in the 90s and 2000s.
Now, for someone who's never ridden one of these, what's the first thing that you would tell them?
The first thing is that, and the major rule is that in Maryland, it's on the state law books, is to stay 100 feet away from everything when you're over 6 knots.
With more than 5,400 square miles that makes up the Delmarva Peninsula, our modes of transportation can be as diverse as the summertime activities.
Well, Jason, we're not done yet. We still have to jump in the pool.
But I didn't bring my suit.
Well, neither did the puppies, and they made out just fine. I'll show you what I mean when the Outdoors Delmarva Best of the Summer Special returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
This is the Outdoors Delmarva Best of the Summer Special, and Lauren, I do believe we have saved the best for last.
And if you've ever wondered what heaven looks like, we're about to show you. We're here at Killens Pond State Park in Felton, Delaware, and it's not every day that you get to interview your brother on the job, but for me, it's a special day for that. This is my brother, Mike Hitch. He is the park superintendent here, but there's a special event going on here today. Talk about it, puppies in the pool.
Correct. So on Labor Day every year, the last day of our water park season, we open up the pool for the dogs to have a turn. So they get to come and enjoy the water. You know, we have tennis balls we throw around, they jump in the pool and swim around, and it kind of marks the end of our water park season. So you can go to destateparks.com. It's a state parks website, and you can go under the reservations tab, and under there you'll see the water park. And then you'll see puppies in the pool on the listing in there, and you can go through there to get tickets.
And what is the rule? What do the puppies have to have?
So you have to have a dog license and the state you reside in, and you also have to have proof of vaccination for rabies.
That's really cool. That's simple to do,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So when the dogs come out, do they just say go, and is it a free-for-all?
Yeah, pretty much. So they kind of show up at the beginning of the event, and they kind of, show up on their own time, and then we just kind of let them swim around until 6 o'clock.
Now, if people who are dog lovers like me, but maybe my dogs are too crazy, you know how my dogs are, not bringing them out here to the park, can people come just watch?
Correct. So you can come out and watch. Obviously, the event's geared towards animals. Dogs coming out and swimming in the pool. So if you're okay with that, you can still come and enjoy the slides behind us and things like that, but it is geared towards the dogs.
So it marks the end of the summer season, right?
Yep.
Marks the end of water park season here at Killens Pond State Park. But this park is so much more than just that. Talk about what there is for people, what there is offered year round.
Yeah. So obviously it's a state park, so we have all sorts of different things. We have a nature center that you can go into with a bunch of different exhibits and animals. We also have pavilions, picnic areas for rent, where you can come have family gatherings, get-togethers. We also have a boat rental facility, trails, plenty of trails to hike on, and also a campground with cabins as well.
Wow, so there's something to do year round for the whole family to enjoy.
So this will be my fifth season, here at Killens, and the event's been going on since 2015, so about 10 years now. I think it's just seeing all the dogs run around. It marks the end of the water park season for us, so all the hard work the staff has done throughout the year, and it kind of puts a cap on it. So.
But for those who are looking at maybe doing this event next year, when does sign-up start?
Yeah, so usually when we put our ticket inventory in for the water park, but also our special events that relate, for the water park, usually it's in the spring. So sometime like mid to late spring.
So look for that on their Facebook page. I know you guys post about it a lot too, and your website.
Yep.
Well, Mike, it's not every day that I get to hang out with my brother at work, so we're gonna go hang out and play with the dogs. Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
That event was so much fun, and if you want to get in on the fun, be sure to check out Killens Pond's website next year for more information.
Thanks to everyone who shared their summertime adventures with us. It wouldn't have been the same without you. We hope to see you right back here again next week. But until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine, Bell Creek Equipment, and Range Time.